All right, part 2. I've come out on a beautiful sunny day to continue my Goldfields Track hike, and yeah. So it's about a month later. The 2B continued. Oh, here we go, let's not walk under those. The 2B continued, wasn't too bad. We got back to the car okay, and it took about 2 weeks for my right ankle to come good, for the pain under that ankle sort of went away. It was surprising. It all came down to, well, my belief is it came down to the fact that I had the armor skin not on right. I had it going up over my ankle, which was not the right way to wear it. So yes, I've since learnt from that experience. I learned a lot from the last one. So we're back. I'm at the top. Happy days, you guys. It's very, very foggy. It's about 7 degrees. I can feel my fingers already starting to get cold just holding the camera. But that's okay, I've brought more warm clothes. We're gonna be good. 4 days, here we go. Remember this sign, folks? Shepherd's Flat. I don't know if we'll jump up there. Maybe. Dogs Rock, Look. We are about 20 kilometers out of Castlemaine. My goal today, lofty, but realistic, 20 kilometers. Cool weather. I've got a full can of Rockstar in me. I've got enough food and energy bars and stuff to get my pumping. So yes, we're going to push through hard, and then hopefully get about 20 k's done and then go from there. So stats for today, I weighed in at a nice 106.5 kilos, so I've actually lost a few kilos over the last month, which is a good thing. With pack, 130. So what's that? 106.5 would be 23.5 kilos. And I think when I watched the video last time, can you guys tell I've had Rockstar? I'm talking blah, 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 blah. When I watched the video last time, I said my backpack was like 30 kilos. That wasn't quite right because I didn't do my maths right. But anyway, that's what it is today. We've got a combined weight of 130. I'm 106.5 with nothing on. So with all my clothes and boots and stuff on, I'll probably be a bit more. But yes, oh, get a look at this. Misty, it's cool. It is raining, but only ever so slightly. It's more of just a, I think it's the, I don't want to say the mildew, it's just the moisture on the leaves. I don't know what it is. It's the water on the leaves, and I think it's just the air movement. Not that there is very much, because it's only really big drops dropping off the trees. But yes, all right, let's crank it out. 20 k's, let's put down some pace. All right, only a couple of minutes and we are already back to Shepherd's Flat. So the big question is, do we want to go up there and have a quick look to see what it looks like, whether there's any storm damage up there? We'll keep going along the track. What do we think, folks? Extra 400 meters? Yeah, let's go check it out, see how much damage there is up here. All right, sucking the air in. Pushed up here pretty hard now. I want to say it was through here. Where did I set up camp? Excuse me. Through here, I think. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the spot just here. Here's the spot. That was one tree, and I went across to that tree there, actually. Yeah, that tree there, that one to the right, that one, and this one. Well, pretty sure that one was already there. That was one I'd knocked over earlier. Well, lo and behold, looks like it was all right. All right, I'm going to take this opportunity over on the rocks here, walk past a big spiky tree branch, and I just want to, I think I'm going to peel off a layer. I've got my merino wool top one underneath. So I've got raincoat, long sleeve, and then merino wool. And I think that's just too much. I'm already starting to get a bit warm. So I think I'll come over here. Also, I just want to check to make sure the rain cover on my backpack is covering all the bits it needs to. Because, yeah, that would be unfortunate if things got wet. We are off and running again. I stripped off that extra layer. I've also taken my, what's it called? My fleecy jacket because I brought a fleecy jacket at Aldi. I'm surprised. I'll have to go through all my gear at some stage, and I'm finding the stuff I buy from Aldi generally is better. The backpack I got was rubbish. Well, I shouldn't say rubbish. It was not rugged enough. I'm even finding the one I've got here from Black Wolf, the 65, just not big enough. I need a bigger one. I think I'm going to go straight to an 85 next time. But I've got everything, well, I've packed as much as I can into the actual bag so that I can get the rain cover to cover as much of it as I can. So yes, I've got my first protein bar out. I'm going to start chewing into that. We're going to get down to the path here, chuck a left back onto the main dry diggings track. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier. If I have, I'll have to cut this out. But my goal is, today is Wednesday. We've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. We are 20 k's out of Castlemaine. I want to get all the way from the dry diggings track is actually from Castlemaine train station down to Dalesford. There's like a lake in the middle of Dalesford near the Boathouse Cafe, I think it is. And that is, my understanding is that's the track. So I've got to do 20 k's to Castlemaine, and then that's when I kind of officially start the dry diggings track. All up we have 70 kilometers, and the reason for that is because part of the dry diggings track between here and part of the Goldfields Track, which the dry diggings track is part of, is closed just northeast of Castlemaine. There's only a 2 kilometer section closed, but the result of that is they reroute you along a bitumen road down into Castlemaine, which in reality just means that you then have to hike about, I don't know, maybe 6 kilometers along bitumen road, which we all know I don't like bitumen or just hard surfaces. No, never any fun hiking on that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to cut out Castlemaine. There's a bypass you can do. Here we are, already back down to the track. So I can go basically slide down the eastern side of Castlemaine, bypass Castlemaine altogether, and hook up with the dry diggings track back just south of Castlemaine. I cut through, I think it's called Chew something or other, Cheuton, I'll put the name down the bottom. And yes, all up 70 k's, 4 days, but I need to average between 15 and 20 k's a day. But today's going to be a big one. All right, look at that for a view. It's a little bit breezy, as you can see with the trees moving there, but it doesn't feel particularly cold, probably because I'm moving and I'm rugged up nicely. But yeah, visibility pretty low. And check out these there's a rock formation along here. There's a couple of rocks just there, right there. Look like they're about to slide down that moss. Actually, let's have a look over there. I reckon, see if there's any that have slid down and fallen off. Oh, a bit of four-wheel driving. Yeah, so you wonder, those ones just there, slide down that moss there, down to that point, and then go bouncing down here. Oh, here we go. I wonder if any of those are... Oh no, nothing looks reasonably fresh. Oh, when I say reasonably fresh, I mean... Oh no, maybe. Oh, let's not hang around and see whether or not now's the time for them to start sliding. Oh, bad idea. Oh, tree down. As Hazy would say, well, if it was an animal, he'd go, medic. I started watching Hayes Outdoors. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. I'll leave a link up the top there. I just watched his, what was it called, the Wraith Track or something, from one side of Scotland to the other, to cross to a lighthouse. But yeah, it was like a 9-part series, and yes, he was pushing hard. Some amazing landscape, and yes, it was a really good series to watch. It was, each show was anywhere between sort of half an hour and an hour, and yes, he's got a great narrative. How would you say it? Yeah, I think I'm just going to call that just a really great way, you know, the way he speaks through his videos and what he talks about. It's interesting, and yeah, his what he shows you is very interesting and engaging. So yeah, go check out Hayes Outdoors. Tell him, drop a comment over there and say Blade's Epic Adventures sent you over, so yes. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, I know it's foggy, cloudy, misty, whatever you want to classify it as, but I was just hiking down here then and I glanced up, and that was one thing I learned from watching Hazy Outdoors, is he really does stop and have a look around at, you know, what he's passing. Whereas I think that's one lesson I learned from my last hike, was not trying to cover huge amounts of distance just for the sake of covering huge amounts of distance. Now I do realise I've literally just said in the previous clip that I'm going to be smashing out some heavy distance, but you can pause. Oh, look at that. Geez, a couple of big moss covered rocks down there. And you can't see anything past those trees, on camera or off. It is a solid whiteout past those trees. Oh yes. Alright, so we've come about 3.3 k's, or have we? What's this say? Shepherd's Flat 1.9. We've come 2.7. There's a road just there, and we're chucking a hard right around the corner here, going up that way. What's this sign say? Castlemaine 22 k's. Oh, I thought we were close in the Dalesford 78 kilometres. Bendigo 42. Oh, somebody, you forgot your scarf. Still good. All right, let's keep tracking. All right, path goes just around there to the left, but I thought I'd come over here and have a look at this crazy view. Holy mackerel. All my views on this video, on this trip, are just going to be missed. Now that said, I am enjoying it. The path is a lot softer because of all the rain. I've been going for just over an hour, maybe an hour and 10, hour and 15. I've done 3.2, 3.8, 3.2, 3.7. 3.7 k's on my first hour. But yeah, a lot of up and down in that first section. Whew, slowed me down. I was just noticing it was getting a little bit lighter. And look at that. The sun is trying to punch through the cloud or the fog. And if you look over there, we've dropped down in height a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys can see it way out there. But the cloud, we're just level with the cloud now. So there's a cloud bank sort of straight across there. We're just dropping out. See, I can see down all the way into that valley now, which is substantially more than I could before. Oh, just had one of my, had a half of one of my protein bars. That's perked me up a little bit. We actually stopped, well sorry, we didn't stop. We went past the turn off to go up to the Langarook picnic area. I'm not sure how far away from this track it is. I don't think it's very far, but there's a campground up there and some toilets, because Joanne and I stopped there on the way up to drop me off. So yes, if you're in dire needs or you're on the way through there, you can take a little detour up to the campground, and as I said, there's toilets. I don't know if there's showers, I didn't even see. And there is water, well sorry, there's a tap. Oh, hello. Which way are we going? We're going over that way. See, you get to bits like this and it's like that. But see, there's that there, which tells me don't go that way. It says go that way. Oh, wait a second. That arrow is saying go downhill. Don't go through there, which is, I like how people do this. They put sticks across there, say, no, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Go down the hill. And the other thing is I can just go like this and go, oh yeah. Yep, onto the track again. I'm in two minds about my, well, sorry, no, I shouldn't even say I'm in two minds about my watch. One thing I've noticed about my watch, when I load a track onto it from All Trails, or I think I might have even done this one from Komoot, whatever, it doesn't stick to the actual track. There'll be parts where it'll go from, say, this point here, and it'll go, oh, you need to turn right, and it'll go straight downhill to another part of the track way down there, and it will actually cut out this bit. I mean, it's easy enough, you just keep walking along the track, so you don't get lost as such, but I would like it to actually stick to the trail. And I don't think that's to do with the previous recordings. I think that has to do with the way the software plots it on the Garmin software, or the Garmin watch slash phone slash whatever. Because if I open up the All Trails app using the same GPX file, it sticks along the path. So meh, small issues. All right, first kangaroos of the day. You see them up there? Just there. 2, 1, 2. Let's see how we go. Go through the path here and I'll see if I can get them. I've got the DJI Osmo with me, but it's in the backpack because it's too wet. I don't want to get Dilshan's gear wet. Oh, we're not going to be able to get a good shot of them here. You watch, I'll walk around the corner, there'll be one sitting right here in front of me. Oh, we might be able to get through there maybe. What do we think? Can we see him? Oh no, the tree's going to be in the road. Bugger. Oh well. Oh, keep on trucking. We're just creeping under that cloud line. Ooh. Oh, just climbed up that. It's very much up and down at the moment. Up and down, up and down. But we're on the overall downhill stretch into Castlemaine. A bit clearer around that way. Oh, let's see how we go. Oh wow, check this out. Just came up over the hill here. Pretty schmick view. Even better if there was no cloud or cloud cover. Little bench. Oh, somebody's forgot their mask. Or somebody's put it there so it doesn't blow away. A little backpack rack, maybe. Nice little bench seat. What a nice little spot to have some lunch. I won't sit down because I don't want to get a wet bottom. The serenity. I can see the freeway out over there. Can you see it? Just, oh, I can barely see it on the camera. Way over there. See the cars moving. Oh, well, things are going well so far. Feet are okay. Left foot, left arch is getting a little sore, but that's the plantar fasciitis. Oh, check that out. You can see the sun starting to come through over there. Oh, yes. I'm in two minds. I'm not terribly worried the sun doesn't come out, as long as it doesn't rain too much. I don't mind a bit of drizzle. It's made it nice so far. Ooh. Yeah, so the plantar fasciitis in that left foot's a little bit sore. Just letting me know it's there, but I've stretched a couple of times. And as long as I keep stretching, I can keep that under control. But besides that, we're going well. I've been eating this Quest protein bar, white chocolate raspberry. Look at the picture for illustration only. Oh, it must look very similar to that on the inside. Let's have a little, oh, wait a second. Illustration only, and yes, I do know what that means. I'm being sarcastic. It looks like raspberry cheesecake with a bit of crumb at the bottom. No, it's a shit brick. There we go. Does taste delicious though. All right, come to our first, what's this, open quarry faces. Oh, that sounds a bit serious, but we're not going that way. We're going hard right and up over this bad boy. Ooh, this is gonna be a two-handed job. I think it might be. I just glanced off to my right there, just as I turned the camera off. Look at these kangaroos taking off through here. They heard me talking. Off they go. Oh, there's a whole heap of them over on the hill there. Stacks of them. Way over there. There's heaps of them up there. Oh, all good. Over we go. So the little bridge thing we crossed was way up there over that fence. We've come all the way down here, and there was a dam just here, and I've just realised there's like a little cutout, literally just here, and it goes around just here. You guys can probably see it. Oh, just there. So it just cuts around, literally just through the water, through the grass here. Comes around, joins here, which is all the water running down there, and we are literally walking in a little river. Thankfully I've got my boots on and quick dry pants, because my pants actually got wet on the way down the hill. If I stop, give you a look, it's actually all wet across the front there, but they're drying really quickly. But yes, a little bit damp. This is a bit interesting. Literally near that tree just there, the water's like full on. Comes down here to this rock. Some of it appears to be seeping across there, but it comes around here. It's flowing down here, right to this point here, which A lot of it has gone by this point, I think, because that's nowhere near as much as what I was walking through before. But now, where does it all go? Oh, I was saying here's a bit of it here. It must flow into that and then just go straight out to that paddock. It must be all flowing in sections across there, because you get to this point here, and yes, it's a bit damp. Well, at this point here now it's dry. Well, it's not dry, it's mud. Well, dry mud. The water all stops. So all that water there that comes all the way down there, and there's, as I said, when you get to that tree, it's a fair bit. And then through this, from that tree to that point there, it all flows across and disperses into that paddock. That's crazy. Down the hill, up over another little fence crossing, hard left. Map says up the road, up McMillan's Road, off we go. Little weather update, still drizzling, but that's okay. I've just come up this big long path. We're making good time. I'm about 8.5 k's in on 2 hours. So first hour we only did like 3.5 k's. I think I said 3.7. Second one was a little bit faster, and we're at it's 12:44 at the moment, 12:45, something like that at the moment. So I'm only 20 minutes into my third hour, and we're at 8.5 k's. So I'm not sure if that all adds up. What did I say? 3 and 3 is 6. Yeah, so that's probably right. Like we're averaging 5 k's for the last almost 6 k's now for this last little bit. We've just come up this big long bit straight, as I said, and now my guess is we're going to drop under the Calder Freeway. Calder? Western Freeway? Oh no, we've got to turn. Oh yeah, there's the, sorry guys, so bumpy. I'm trying. There, we've got to turn, and there is a tunnel or something through here, I believe. Oh yeah. Here we go. Actually, there's a little drain just here. Is there any water? Oh, there's some water in it. So realistically, you could get some water from here if you're really desperate. Ruddles off into the paddock there. There's our little blazes. Chuck a right. But as you can see, because it's so wet, oh yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any issues with water supplies. And then through we go. Oh wow, look at all. Why are those logs there, I wonder? Why are they there? Oh, this is not the tunnel I thought. The tunnel I was thinking was a round one. Why are those logs there? Are those logs there for the animals? We're in the middle of the freeway. I'm wondering if that's to encourage possums and stuff like that to run through, to give them some type of protection or something, because they don't feel like they want to run through an open space like this. I'm assuming that's what these are for. Oh wow, look at this. A rocky gravel path. Woohoo! Now, here we go. There is going to be a change. Oh, we go up here. Now the official trail is up here and to the right. And if you go that way, it then takes you, well, let me get up here and have a bit of a think. Yes. Sorry about the background noise. Yes, this is right. Official trail, turn right, up that road, and it goes around. And you're supposed to cut through behind this section here in the, I think it's called the plantation or something. But at the moment you can't. There's a section here is closed, so you have to go all the way around and into town. So basically you're on sealed road or dirt road all the way around, and then for about 6 k's into town. What I'm going to do is not turn right, I'm going to turn left. And even though it's a sealed road I've got to follow, I'm going to follow this road down a couple of k's, hook around, at about that point there, oh my goodness, the freeway is literally right there. I'm going to hook up and join up with it there. So Castlemaine is basically through there, about 5 k's away I think. But we're going to cut out, we're going to bypass it by going south here now. Can you guys see the herd? I don't know, is that what they're called? A herd of kangaroos up on that hill? There must be 30, 20, 30,
30 kangaroos up there. That is a lot of kangaroos. Here they go, another herd. Going up over the ridge line. Oh, a few have stopped to say hello. I reckon that was another herd of maybe 30, 20? And I swear it wasn't even the same herd. There's more over there. And up there. Ah.
Having a protein bar, keeping my energy levels really high. Because originally I'd packed for 5 days, I've got 5 days worth of food on me. And this morning I was like, oh, do I take the food out? So I actually did. I took out some noodles and some rice. Noodles because they're meh, and rice because they're heavy. But I left the extra protein bars and stuff. So I've got extra days. Yeah, I had 11 protein bars for 5 days. Well, now I've got 11 for 4 days. So I've just eaten 2, well, another one now. And yes, get my energy levels up, cover the distance. I figure energy up, morale up, better chance of getting everything completed. And even though the weather's drizzly and wet, it's not like pouring rain, so it's just keeping me cool really. So yep, we've only got one. It was only 1.7 k's down this road, and then we're going to chuck a right. I'm not sure if that's on another road or off the sealed road, I'm not too sure, but we are only 800 meters away from that turn.
All right, that's the second car that's come past us. So we had no traffic. All the way to the top of the hill here, there's a sign that says, oh, there's another car. Welcome to Faraday over there. And then we are here. We're doing a hard right, so we're on some more sealed road. The only thing I don't like, who I'm a bit conscious of, is we're in a 90k zone. So I'm gonna have to make sure I'm easily visible from all the other cars. And we're turning right here. It says in 749 meters we're going to veer off, so I'm hoping that 749 meters and off into the bush, which based on what looks over to the left there seems like not a bad assumption. However, we will wait and see. But I'm going to stick over on this side. I've got my rain cover over my backpack, which is a bright orange. I'm literally a walking flare. So yes, 700 meters and then off into the bush. I'll tell you what, it's funny, I was just as I was getting to the bottom of the Mount Alexander, heading this way obviously, the sun started to come out. I was like, oh, maybe I should take off this jacket and just walk in my merino wool short sleeve t-shirt for a bit because it's nice and warm. That did not last very long at all. But I wanted to quickly video this little lake in here, the stream or whatever, just to my right has been the whole way along the road. But it opens up into this, I don't know, would you call it a lake, a lagoon? There's a couple of cars parked over there, so I'm wondering if there are people in there fishing. But yes. Very nice. All right, quick update because it's now legit raining. Whoa, spin around. We came around that way. You see that triangle thing there? You turn at this point here and you go down this track. I started following, kept following the road down there. I only got to the second post and my watch started vibrating going, you're off track, which happens occasionally, which isn't a big deal. And I glanced down at it and I was like, no, I am literally off track. Oh, the rain's starting to ease up now. Geez, that was a little, I don't want to say it was a downpour, just like proper rain for about 3 or 4 minutes. Just from when I videoed the other side of the lake to here. But now I'm well and truly wet. But still fine, I'm dry inside here, not cold, and everything dries off really quick, so very pleased. The plantar fasciitis in that left foot is easing up, so I've done a few stretches as I've gone along the way, and so it's helping. Whew. Distance covered, let's have a quick look. Oh, I haven't got it, bugger, oh, that's all right. Oh, I'm just having a look at the map. It looks like I'm gonna go down here and chuck a hard left and bank back around that way. Anyway, I'm off the main road because some of those was a little bit sketchy. There's a couple of spots where I was like crossing over back and forth to keep in the best spot so that drivers could see you as they're coming around the corners. So yeah, all right, let's see where this track takes us. We just come from down the other end there, got another blaze which points us down this way. It's the Forest Creek Track. So this lake, lagoon, whatever you want to call it, comes around here, goes over this little, I don't know what you call that, a causeway? Oh, there's actually a little track up there. That little track up there. People walk across there. And then, down we go. Now that's, I was about to say that sky looks like there's some blue there. If there is, it's very, very minimal. Whew, making good time. Forest Creek Track, and we follow this down and we will join up with the dry diggings track, which started in town in Castlemaine off to our right, which is west, I believe. So yeah, the dry diggings track starts at the Castlemaine train station and then comes down this way, and we're going to meet up with it just down south here. So oh yeah, oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Great water source. Tree fallen over. It's alright, we're just going to ignore that. Goes over here. Track keeps going. This would be an ideal little area to camp in. I haven't covered anywhere near the distance I need to today, so I'm going to keep pushing on. But I'll tell you what, if I can find a campsite this afternoon in the next... oh, look at that. Beautiful. Little stream. Right next to the trail. Does not get any better than that. I just came through and we've got Barbara's Rest here. Who's Barbara, I wonder? Obviously somebody, a little, she liked to sit here. There's a little track that goes off that way. Looks like there's an old bridge or something. It must be a really old bridge. So there's all the rock work there, and then the old frame, the bridge itself. I mean, sorry, oh, is this a road? Oh, there's a road right there. Did not even realise that road was there. That's crazy. Okay, maybe this is the old bridge that, yeah, before the road changed or something maybe. But yeah, I'm going up this way. Check out this dirt wall here. There's actually a bird box. Oh, I'm assuming it's a bird box just there. The road is just there because you can see the telegraph pole. Like when I say the road's there, I mean it's literally probably 5 meters up there. But all the way along here, you can see, I'm assuming it's erosion, has eaten into the side of the wall there. And it's exposed all the red dirt, clay. I wonder if birds and stuff get in there and make nests or other animals. I'm assuming so. Lots of crevices and stuff. Ah, interesting. Whew, we are still clicking along. It's a great little track, this one. I'll be sad to let it go. I'm interested to see, well, having said that, I'll be interested to see what the dry diggings track is like when we get down to it. I don't know how many of these little water crossings I've had to go over. Oh, water crossing, there we go. But yes, I'm hoping the dry diggings track is not dry and it's nice and wet like this one with plenty of water around. Would make my life pretty easy. Water crossing, all right. Thankfully we've got a little bridge here. Oh, I tell you what, I'm half tempted to sit down here for 5 minutes and have a little rest. Just take stock, maybe have something to eat. Oh, lovely. Took the backpack off. I tell you what, she's a little bit damp. Obviously you can see the solar panels. I'm not sure you guys can see that 28 watt blah blah in there. The top, oh my legs, I feel weird without the backpack on, it's so much lighter. I couldn't cover up this side, but I wanted to cover up that side more because the toilet paper's in there. Pretty good. I was able to just cover it up. I think, yes, my next purchase is definitely going to be a bigger backpack. All right, I've started to eat an oat bar now, stretched my legs for a little bit, got the pack off for 5 minutes. We've done 14 and a half kilometers. I'd like to get another 5 or 6 under my belt. What's the time? Time is 2 o'clock. Well, that's actually really good. Another 2 hours. Yeah. Ideally, actually, let's start walking. Whoa, up we go. If I could, watch me walk across this bridge and just go, rah, fall through. If I could get to 20, oh, that's a bit slippery. Slippery. If I could get to 22 Ks today, I'd be stoked, because that just means, oh, under we go. Just looking back to make sure I didn't forget anything. It just means less distance later on. My feet are sore. They're not painful, but they're sore. Plantar fasciitis isn't too bad. The pad of my right foot is sore. Not painful, but sore. So I'm conscious of it, but it was nothing like last time. There's no, massive pain where I'm like, oh, Jesus, it's killing me. Whereas last time it was a bit like that. So, all right. Wow, look at this. More of this, I don't know, I'm just going to call it erosion, I guess. But I do feel, oh, see, you look up under that tree there. You wonder if animals make holes in there like that. And that one there too. I don't know. You'd think the soil would be soft. The wombats and different birds and animals would try and burrow their way in there. Oh, what's that? Is that a little bit of blue sky? I've just come out. We've just been going through, bushes and foresty track, little river next to us, which has been fantastic. And then bam, I come out here to open field. Oh, yes. Lovely. Breeze has picked up a little bit, but a little bit of civilization over there, which I'm going to assume is, I keep butchering this name, I think it's Cheuton. Let's see if my watch has got it on there. No, I've got it on there. Cheuton or something like that. And that little creek is going along next to us. Beautiful. Bit of fresh sun. Bit of sun, fresh air. Whew. Loving it. We may have a challenge here, because that little creek I've been following next to, I'm supposed to take a hard right. Uh-oh. We've got to cross this. We've got some rocks there. That is definitely probably anything up to a foot deep. This bit just here, that'd be a foot deep. That gets shallower over there. We're going to have to do the rocks. What else have we got up here? Do we have any other options? What do we got? Oh, we could be getting wet here, folks. Sorry, I'm pointing the wrong direction. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go across these rocks and hope with the poles I can keep myself out of the water, because all along here it just gets deeper and deeper. And that is the track. This could be interesting. What do we have here? We have a gnome. Oh, it's Gnometown. Look at all these gnomes. All these gnomes in Gnometown. Check it out. Who's this? Oh, the Gnominator. The Gnominator. Wow, somebody's gone to a little bit of effort. Gnometown, where gnomes come to hang out. We have basically gone through Cheuton. I think the town's called Cheuton, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. And there's signs here that say Goldfields Track off to the right here. But this, we're not actually on the Goldfields Track. I just double checked the GPS. We've got to head south down to where the Goldfields Track is. So yes, ooh, got some kilometres to cover still. And then we'll finally join up with the Goldfields Track and we'll be on the dry diggings track. Dry diggings section of the Goldfields Track. Does that make sense? I hope so. Whew. All right, scratch that. Apparently we are on the Great Dividing Trail, the Goldfields Track. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I'll have to compare maps when I get home. I was pretty sure that the Great Dividing Trail and the Goldfields Track was further to the west, and we had to go down here further before we connected to it. I just looked on the GPS and it seems to think the trail we're on is not actually, I don't know. We'll have a look. So the time now is 3:45 and we're just a hair under 20 k's. So I'm going to keep pushing on till 4. The little bit of blue sky coming out. The sun is, it's up still, it's over there behind the clouds. But I wanted to really just point out this water here. I'm just conscious now of getting close to camping and how much water I've got for the night, and I don't know how much is left in the bladder. I don't really want to drink this because I feel like this is not moving, but I just want to be aware that this is where it is. And hopefully as we go along here, we're going to drop down into the valley a bit and we'll hit some running water, in which case I can top up. But worst case scenario, I probably could drink this stuff. There's a lot of it. And I would suggest with the amount of rain we've had recently that it's probably okay to drink. All right, so I've actually topped up with about a litre of brown water, and the reason for that is we are actually about to duck away from this water source, and I'd rather have a litre of crap water or not ideal water in case I'm getting dire straits, because I figure if I come across another water source I can always dump this out and fill up with some good stuff. But I'd rather have a litre of stuff I can get rid of than a litre of nothing. So fingers crossed. All right, so it's 26 minutes past 4. We've done 22.2 k's. I was just looking for somewhere to camp. I was like, oh wow, that looks like a bit of a drop off there. And I walked over, I'm like, careful, careful, careful. Yep, that's a pretty big drop. Off you go. That's the edge right there. There, and then drop all the way down to there. Ooh wee. Doesn't actually look that big on the camera. Pretty big though. So now my challenge is to find somewhere to camp. And I thought I spotted some places back there. I thought, oh no, I want to get to my 22 k's. And now that I've gotten here, or just over it, I'm like, I need to find 2 trees, always the way with hammocking, that are about 5 meters apart. Ooh, what do we have over here? Oh, we've got a couple of potentials, that one to that one, or maybe that one to that one. Let's have a look. Ooh. Yep, that's us for the night. 6:30, that's all right. Pleased with that. Oh, it's got some weight to it. All right, so I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm not going to lie. Just pulled out my mock, my sleeping pad, and the corner, it was all wet around the top, and I've just pulled it out and inflated it. And check this out, I've got wet patches, obviously where it was up near the top here. And obviously that is because my rain cover didn't stop the rain from getting through somewhere. Maybe it's the back, maybe was it here? I don't know. This is wet, that's sweat. I'd like to know where the rain got through. My biggest concern now is my sleeping bag wet. Let's have a look. This end here does not appear to be wet at all. Maybe it's the other end that's getting wet. Flip it over. It looks okay. Why did that get wet? There's some moisture down the bottom here. maybe it's that down there. I did notice there was a bit of a rip in the bottom of it on the back here. Oh, flip upside down. There. Black wolf. Fix me up with another bag. Is that under warranty? I don't know. All right. Sun's just trying to peek out right at the top there. Obviously it's setting down behind us. Ooh, spin around. We've got camp all set up. Found myself a good little spot. Those trees worked out perfectly. It's I got all the hammocks set up because it wasn't raining, and I was like, oh yeah, I better put the tarp up because it's likely going to rain as well. And so I was like, yeah, I'll put the tarp up as well. So I started to put the tarp up just slowly, and all of a sudden it started to spit a spatter. I'm like, oh, I better get this up a whole lot quicker. So it actually came together really well. But yes. Oh, I'm just starting to shower off. What is it? 5:15. I haven't been rushing or anything. The sun is just, you can't really see it. There you go, that's probably usually a better indication. It's setting down behind the ridge line over there, but it's still quite light. As I said, 15:15. It says it's 8 degrees, but I don't feel cool at all. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick wipe down and then jump in the hammock and relax for a bit before I figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. And I've got 1.5 litres of water in my in the bladder, so excellent. I just tipped out, it was a bit silly, I tipped out the rainbow. Bam! Got ourselves a rainbow. Yes, rainbow, rained. I was thinking, when the water was coming off the sides of the tarp, I was like, oh, I'll tip out this water and I'll get rainwater off the tarp. Of course, as soon as I tipped out the water and came back over to try and do it, the rain stopped. So it was like little trickles of water, and like I got about this much in the bottom of my filter. So I'm like, oh well. Anyway, oh wow, that's a full-on rainbow. It goes from that side all the way. Right, oh, can you guys see it? I'm starting to lose it yet. There it is. All the way up and over and ends over there. Bam! Got myself a rainbow. All right, well, I am in the hammock, all set up. I've just realized on the camera, it looks more, see that's level. That is actually slightly that way, but I've just noticed that when I lay back, the right-hand side is actually lower than the left-hand side, but that's okay. So I'm in the hammock. What time is it? It's 6:15. Got my cottage pie all heated up here. It's been going for half an hour. I've got the mashed potato going inside. We know that's a favourite. The only problem we have though is I'm worried I'm going to make a mess in here. Maybe I'll just eat one then the other. Yeah, maybe. It's a nice balmy, what is it? Oh, it says it's 12 degrees. It was 10 degrees outside, but I think that's just the temperature in here warming up. Oh yes, dinner time. It's getting a bit late, so I wanted to quickly go over what we accomplished today. This is Mount Alexander, as you can see, and we started up here again. Now I went hooked up down through this section here. This was all a lot of up and down. Doesn't really look like it, but there was actually quite a lot of up and down through that whole section there. All through here. This is the koala park. I don't remember going through there. Didn't remember any of that. That was all fine. And then we started the big downhill stretch. Straight down there onto, that was actually between those two paddocks, I'm going to assume. Onto that road there over the bridge, and then we just followed that road all the way along up to the T section. Yep, up to the T section. And then we cut through up that big long country road down through the little tunnel with the pipes in it in relation to the remember we saw the possums. Now this was the original track. Now if I zoom out here a little bit for you, now let me just have a look. This will give you a bit of an idea. So this is what the original track is. So you come through out of the tunnel of the freeway, go north, and then you go down through. Now this bit just here, it was the bit that was shut down. So what they were doing was they were actually redirecting people. The bypass, let's see if this is going to show up okay, was instead of turning down here, you went this way and you followed this road here all the way down like that, all the way down. I think it might have been this one, all the way down into town, across, and then down through here to the train station where it finishes. And then this is where the dry diggings track commences. But what I did was, back over here to the freeway, let's zoom in there a little bit. Because as you guys saw, we came out and we went right, and there's this little service road. Can I see the service road? There we go. That little service road there. So we walked down that service road, and honestly, we walked all the way down there to the T section at the end, just here. Turned right and then went up this way. I only passed 2 cars the whole time on that road there, so very quiet, no issues, all good. All those kangaroos we saw are all up here on this ridge line. So we followed this one all the way down here. We followed, there's more cars here, so this was a bit sketchy through here, but we got to this lake, and that was that lake that I was showing you. Then this little dotted line here is the what was it, Forest Creek track, and it goes up here, and then we followed that all the way down. All the way down, all the way down through Golden Point, down here, through further, all the way down here to, followed it all the way along here. This is a really nice area, easy walk, lots and lots of water, catchment areas, so if you need to get water, you get it all the way along here, down to Cheuton. Now, this is the bit I'm a little bit confused as to what I think I did. I think I came through here, crossed over, went through here, and then went down this way, and then made my way up this one, and then down. And then we went all the way down here, and we connected back up again. Yep. All the way through. Oh no, we followed this around. And then I was going to hook back around this way. I was like, no, I'm not going to go back around there, just that bit there. So we cut through there, followed along here. Now, I'll be honest, this whole area, from Cheuton, all this, once you leave Cheuton, no water. Well, very little. And it was all just back onto rocky tracks. So this is all rocky track, or rocky track, or rocky track. It got a little bit better towards the end up the top here. And then obviously, that's where I'm camped right here. Apparently just to the west of the 2nd Castlemaine Scout Camp. So that's it, about 22.5 kilometres to this point just here. Not sure how far we're going to get tomorrow. Down here somewhere maybe, Wharton, somewhere like that. Have to have a look at the distance. But yeah, not a bad run today.